Hi everyone, this is Balazs from RacingBrick. I was sick for about 2 weeks in early November and couldn't record videos, but that doesn't mean I stopped building. As a result, I now have more things to publish than usual, so please welcome the next episode of my Rebrickable series. Today, I'm showing you two Speed Champions alternate builds from a builder many of you wanted to see, KMPMOCS. This designer has a whopping 244 instructions available on Rebrickable, so it was a real challenge to pick two. There are custom builds and alternates as well, some free, some paid. This time I chose two B models, an older free one because I really wanted a Hoonitruck, which is the alternate build of the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger, and the newer paid one, which is a variant of the BMW double pack from this year, a Kei Truck and the Toyota AE86, so we'll have 3 vehicles in total. As always, you can find all the links to the instructions in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's start with the Hoonitruck. This is the base after a few steps. We have already installed the steering wheel. The build is taking shape. We have an interesting connection method at the rear with toe balls to turn this section upside down. I still like how the rear part combines the pieces facing multiple directions. The front also gets a few details. Again, we have different plates and brackets that work together to achieve this look. Here is a nice structure of the inverted parts. If we add the windshield and the roof, we are almost done. And the build is finished. Now let's take a look at the other two. Even though it's Speed Champions and the set only has 676 pieces, we have tons of tiny parts and all the bags need to be opened, so it doesn't look very promising at first. But thanks to the colorful inventory, it's surprisingly easy to find the parts. We added the wheels pretty early in the build process. Slowly but surely we start to hide the colorful internals. Added more details to the front and the cabin, and after finishing the roof, somewhat unexpectedly, the build is already complete. Here is the chassis of the second car. We can already see a few tricky solutions here and there, like this one where the plate is upside down. This black 1x8 plate was not easy to push in place without disconnecting the whole assembly. The instructions are a bit confusing here. It says that this large assembly is better built separately before attaching it, but these black parts with the clips and the bar have already been added. Then we build the assembly and the surrounding area at the same time. It would have been better to do this as a separate subassembly and just mount it once it's done. Now it's time to add the wheels. The assembly was a bit tricky here at the front with this slightly angled section. Here comes the windshield, a few more parts, and we are finished. There are custom stickers for this car that you can buy. I didn't get them, but I think the car looks cool this way too. So, here are all the vehicles. I think they all look great. If you saw my last 3D printing video with the Bamboo printers, I printed wheels for the Hoonicorn and also for the Hoonitruck. I think these add a lot to both cars. I really like all the details on this model. It is quite sturdy, you can put the minifigure inside, and as a free model, it is a totally recommended build. How about the double pack? The color scheme is pretty impressive, you can barely see all the blues and reds from the original set. The Kei Truck has some of that visible back here, but that's fine with me. It is a bit tricky to get a driver in because he can only sit at an angle. The roof is only supported at the back here, but the A-pillars make it a bit more stable, although I wouldn't recommend lifting it like this. I really like the way the front and rear are built, looks great. The AE86 has a very iconic look and color scheme, it is easily recognizable. This one looks very cool and is pretty solid, but the weak point is the windshield and roof, which you have to watch out for. The driver fits, but sits quite low in the car. You can raise the position a bit with some leftover pieces. Building this car was a little confusing here and there. There were sections where the sequence of steps wasn't logical for me. It is totally buildable though, and the end result looks cool. I really like these Speed Champions alternate builds, there are a lot of them on Rebrickable, the sets aren't very expensive and they can be built quickly. What about you? Have you already built Speed Champions alternates from Rebrickable? How do you like the ones I showed you today? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications because more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.